Yes, we are only going to have the utmost best of quality, because otherwise I'm going to want to tear my brains out of my skull. I don't know what I'm doing. I ain't doing nothing right, dude. I'm over here just futzing about. Hopefully it's working. I should do this beforehand. We're going to go ahead and drop that sound down for a sec, because I tell you what, that weird music that YouTube does for premieres and live streams to like get them set up and stuff, that, boy, those are loud and painful in my earballs. Hey, hi-ho, and howdy, everyone. My name is Channel Shook, and welcome to something a little different, as you may be able to tell from the fact that you can see it on your goddamn screen, as well as, no doubt, the title and thumbnail, which I have so masterfully crafted as a true artisan of the YouTube sphere. It's Nintendo Direct. It is the February 17th to 2021. 2121. Oh my God, we've jumped 100 years in the future. Let's be honest, we're not. There won't be 100 years into the future. Yeah, we've ruined it already. Point is, we're here to go ahead and take a look at this real quick. I'm trying to check real again. I think I have about 7 minutes before that part starts, and then so we got about 9 minutes or so total before we do get started here. And I did want to start a little bit early so I could go ahead and just take a minute to sit down and talk with y'all. To anyone who is obviously coming around from being on the channel before, always, I love you all dearly, you beautiful souls. Thank you for joining me. And to anyone who happens to be new, dropping in, just checking things out, like, I want to see someone freak out about Smash. I know I can't guarantee the greatest freak out. I'm not the hugest Smash fan, though I do love it in concept, and depending on what character it is, I may pee my pants. That's not, no one wants to see that, though. I don't want to see that. I wish I didn't say it. But yeah, so we are going to go ahead and take a look at this and see how it is. Hopefully my internet holds up well enough. I suspect the video will be shitty quality, but at least hopefully it won't buffer every 10.5 seconds. If it does, I will drop a sledgehammer into my skull. But anyway, yeah, so I wanted to go ahead and take a look at this just because I a lot of the times I miss getting to sit down. I almost always watch like directs and stuff like that, but I always miss actually sitting down and recording it and doing stuff like that, which I would really like to do more of. Both just because it would be good for the channel and because I want to sit here and talk to you guys about stuff and things I find cool. And I like Nintendo. Nintendo got cool stuff, man. Yeah, so I don't really know 100% what we're going to get here. Again, it sounds like we have roughly 50 minutes of information focused on available games like Super Smash Bros. Ultimate and games coming to Nintendo Switch in the first half of 2021. I've never read anything more perfectly than I have in that moment, and it needed to be in the dumb voice. But yeah, so I don't know exactly what we're looking here for. Again, we from what I do understand, yeah, Smash Bros. I suspect there's supposed to be a character reveal. I do believe I remember seeing something about that like yesterday. I think that is a confirmed thing. If it's not, I guess I'll look like a right dummy. I guess I'll look like the thing I've looked like every single day of my life. It's, admitting it is the first step. But yeah, so we are going to go ahead and see what that is about. As for other stuff, I don't know. The biggest things I would be personally interested in is Fire Emblem stuff, though I don't suspect we'd get anything, right? Like, when did Three Houses had to have come out? I know it's taken me forever to get to the halfway point in the fucking game, and I'm still not even barely past that yet. I'm aware I'm terrible. But like, that wasn't that long ago, right? I can't imagine. Unless there was like a spin-off-y thing, I could see something like that. Because I like Fire Emblem. Zelda Breath of the Wild was my first real foray into the Legend of Zelda games. Though I did own, I think I still do own it somewhere. It's lost to time and space, but I did own Twilight Princess back then, and I played a little bit of it, but I only ever played so much, and I was super not invested That's just one of those game series that I was kind of like always like, I don't really give a shit. And then I did sit down and play Breath of the Wild, and I beat it, and it was a ton of fun. It's a phenomenal game, and I absolutely, without question, cannot wait for the sequel, which I know we do have revealed. We just don't have a lot on it. So if they wanted to go ahead and drop that, that would be pretty friggin' dope. I'm trying to remember, is this year big for Zelda? I know it's the 25th year of Pokemon, but I thought it was something big for Zelda too, or was that last year? I don't know. You will have to tell me, you educated bastards. Also, hopefully I remember to put, what time is it? Okay, hopefully I remember to put timestamps and stuff in both the description and the comment section, which should hopefully put you in the direction of both the start of the direct proper, which you can find also normally by you're cognizant human beings. You can figure it out. But for ease of access, to the beginning of the direct and potentially anything of particular note that does come up that I would be interested in. Yeah, so those are things I would be interested in. I would be interested in any of the new Fire Emblem. I definitely want to see more about Breath of the Wild 2 because I'm very, very interested in that. This is one of those things that I really want to do on the channel. I want to do fucking Hyrule Warriors Age of Calamity as well, but that costs money, and I don't have that. But anyway, yeah, there's those things. Obviously, Pokemon would be easily the biggest thing for me, just because I am a Pokemon guy. Pokemon is my favorite game series of all time. Very quickly, shortly followed up by Mass Effect. But that probably will not come into play here unless they did like a reveal of the Legendary Edition coming to the Switch or something like that. I don't know. As far as I know, that's not a thing so far. So I don't. Who to fuck knows? Maybe we find out. Maybe we don't. I mean, we will find out one way or another. That's how eyes and ears and time and stuff works. But you know how it is. So anyway, I do not particularly expect anything Pokemon related, very specifically because Pokemon Week is like next week. I know Pokemon Day is next week, on the 27th, I think. Right? Yeah, it's like, it's Saturday. It's the day, not the next episode of Ruby, but the next episode of Ruby. So that's gonna be a fucking day in it. Oh my god, I have to try and balance out whatever happens on Pokemon Day with trying to avoid Ruby spoilers. Oh god, life is pain. That's gonna go well, I'm sure. Yeah, so I'm not really expecting anything on that front. Oh dear lord, never mind, we're just doing the thing. Hey, I get it, don't worry. 2020, you a hoe. 2021, you still got a long way to go. We're in it. I'm excited. I'm with it. Let's do the thing. I thought they were going to do the loud noise thing. We're fine. We're good. Mythra, let's do this. What is this? Who are you? Ooh, what is this? Is it Xenoblade? I think so, because that thing looks...
Pyra just disappeared.
This sounds right. I've never played these games. I know people fucking love these games, but I never played them. I've heard many, many good things. So I don't know if this is a sequel-y thing, a redo-y thing, a fuck you smash thing. I don't know. But I know this boy appears to be sad. This man appears to be missing an eye, or at least has interesting fashion senses. I'm a sucker for glasses you can't see through.
It was as if she vanished at the face of all rest. Without
I like this music.
Where have you gone?
Where did you come from? Where did you go? The girl be missing. I think I know which girl we're talking about. Is that the
This is where you were.
red
Pyra!
outfitted girl?
Sorry, Rex. I couldn't tell you.
Yeah, that girl.
Because...
It's your
I got an
birthday.
invitation to join Smash!
Hey! No shit. I know Dan, not Discord Dan, but Dan, the voice behind that, Kaito Dan, was really hoping for I think Rex or her, or Rex and her, so that's really cool. Again, I'm sorry the quality is garbage, but it's small anyway. You're for me, man. That's really cool. Also, another sword person. I hope people are whining, because that's amazing. Also...
Talk about a tight spot.
Oh my goodness.
Let me handle this.
Do the thing, whatever the thing is. I don't know the context of this, but I have seen that before. And then Link died. You poor sad boy. That's cool.
Mythra! Cutting it close, huh? Hey, were these guys planning on winning? Gee, I feel kind of bad now.
I wonder, is that like a supery thing, or is it like a 2-for-1? Is it a Echo Fighter or whatever it is? Again, I am so fighting game and Smash illiterate. I've played it and I enjoyed it a lot. Lucina main, but I'm not a fighting game guy. I have never been a fighting game guy.
You two can swap between each other freely.
There you go. This man has a thick ass accent, by the way.
Quite the spectacle, aren't they?
Wait, Gramps?
I've missed this, buddy. Mind if I watch a while? Oh, look, our friends are here.
Oh, I guess that's the stage. Right on. Ooh, cool. Very much gonna want to watch Dan's thing this, because again, he was the person I knew was wishing for that.
I never expected to see you two again. Well, now that you're in Smash, I won't go easy on you.
Ooh, fighting words. You forget.
I like her design a lot. Right on, man. I dig it. I'm all about it. I'm with it. Again, I don't know that game, but I know people really, really like it. I probably should check it out at some point. But it's very cool. I hope
Hello,
people are
everyone.
happy.
It's been a while.
They won't be because it's a Smash audience. They're terrible. But hey, the ones that are good are great.
Last year,
What's up,
we
man? How you
delivered some
doing?
news through a series
Can't
of
say I
Nintendo
recognize
Direct
you,
mini
but I wish to.
presentations. However, we haven't been able to present a Nintendo Direct in this style for some time.
It's been a minute.
I'm happy to share this Nintendo Direct with you all today. We appreciate your continued support.
I'm here for the Switchy goodness. That's
Okay,
right. Oh, I'm sorry.
what you
It's
just
right here.
saw was the reveal trailer for the newest fighter in the Super Smash Bros. Ultimate game, Pyra and Mythra. They originally appeared in the Xenoblade Chronicles series as Rex's 2-in-1 ally. Please look forward to seeing their moveset in Super Smash Bros. Ultimate.
I'd like to see
This
it.
fighter
I'm all about it.
releases in
She looks
March,
like she could be
so
fun.
We hope you'll stay tuned just a bit longer.
Again, I
Alright,
said I
let's
like
continue
Lucina,
with
so
our
I like
first
sword
batch
people.
of Nintendo Switch headlines.
Tell me how it do. Ooh, beans! I still have never played Fall Guys. I did kind of want to, but I never did get around to it. I actually didn't think about that. Fall Guys isn't on the Switch, is it? It's just on... Is it just on the PS4? Well, until now, anyway. Because this legitimately seems like the perfect system for it. If it hasn't been on yet, then legitimately that's a mistake. Hence the correction.
Witness when Fall Guys Ultimate Knockout comes to the Nintendo Switch system summer 2021.
Right on. Might maybe gets me a chance to finally hop on there. Again, the big thing I'm worried about is my
22 minutes before the solar
internet.
system is
Ooh,
destroyed.
Yeah, Outer Wilds.
Venture into the vast
I used to always get this name fucked up with the Outer Worlds, despite the fact they're both space games. They have nothing to do with each other, but they're both space
22
games.
minutes. After that, the sun will explode and the solar system will be annihilated.
Another one of those games I know people absolutely love.
However, everything will reset, allowing you to continue.
I don't know if
exploring
it's
while
necessarily
retaining
my kind of
information
game.
you gathered.
I'm too dumb for shit like that.
By repeating these cycles,
Exploration
you'll
is
gradually
one of those
unravel the
things that
mysteries
sounds
hidden
very,
in the
very cool to me,
universe.
but I don't always actually enjoy as much as
What messages will you
I
discover?
should in
How
games.
can you
I
prevent
respect the
sun
hell
from
out of it,
exploding?
but it's
Why is
never
the
really
solar
been
system
my
trapped
thing.
in an endless
There's a reason, like, when I play No Man's Sky, I don't run around and
Find out
check out
when
new
the
planets.
critically
I just
acclaimed
run around
Outer
and
Wilds
buy
launches
and sell
on
things
Nintendo
because
Switch
I like playing
summer
merchant.
2021. Put your sleuthing skills to the test in 2 classic murder mystery games.
Ooh, what you got here?
Famicom Detective Club, The Missing Heir, and Famicom Detective Club, The Girl Who Stands Behind. 2 deep cuts from Nintendo history are coming to North
I
America
cannot
for
say
the
I'm
first
familiar
time.
with those.
Localized in English and modernized for the Nintendo Switch system. Suspense, drama, and twists and
Suspense.
turns await at every corner.
Wild
You'll
shit.
be on the edge of your seat as you dive into these deep narratives set in Japan. In one game, you'll solve a complex murder case surrounding a wealthy family in a haunted village while dealing with amnesia.
Damn. The fucking
But
trifecta.
that's not the only
Murder,
case to
ghosts,
crack.
and fucking amnesia.
一人で教室にいると後ろから誰かの呼ぶ声がする
In the other game, you'll investigate a supernatural rumor after a mysterious death to free students from a sinister nightmare. Interrogate suspects and hunt for clues to piece together these
Man,
chilling
you are way too up in my
conundrums.
face.
Can you figure out who the culprit is before it's too late?
助けてここから脱出
Sound like they could be interesting.
自分の目の
Like a good mystery.
血染めの少女が立っている
Well, that
Uncover
doesn't
the
sound
deadly
like fun.
truth in Famicom Detective Club The Missing Heir and Famicom Detective Club The Girl Who Stands Behind. Coming to Nintendo Switch May 14th. Pre-orders begin today on Nintendo eShop.
I'll have to look into that.
A new age of battles begins.
What is... I can't tell based on just looking at it. And it doesn't help I have shitty quality. Again, I am sorry for that. My internet is my internet. Oh my god. They're running. Okay. Okay. Well, lambs. Fiona, what? Samurai shit.
The latest entry in the Samurai Warriors franchise
Don't know
is coming to
if it
Nintendo
would be my
Switch.
thing, but
Dive
I
into
respect
the
it.
history of the Sengoku period as the series now shines the spotlight on Nobunaga Oda and Mitsuhide Akechi.
See, kind of got that Dynasty Warriors sort of. It literally has Warriors in the title.
Unleash
They always do that.
high-octane moves in electrifying 1 versus 1,000 battles. In Samurai Warriors 5, slashing its way onto Nintendo Switch
Right on.
summer 2021.
Don't know if it's for me, but I dig it.
The vast world of Fadiel beckons.
The who, the what, the what?
After 20 long years, Legend of Mana featuring remastered HD graphics is coming to
Oh.
Nintendo Switch.
Weren't they
You'll
talking
set
about this
off on a
last year
journey
too?
to
I
find the
think.
mystical mana tree
Am I
seen
making
in
that
a
up?
dream.
I remember there was at least like
Before
one or
discovering
two
the world map is empty. During your travels, you'll acquire
in
special items
things
called artifacts. Place
that
them on
came
the map
up.
to bring towns, dungeons, and other lands to life.
weird. That
It's
is a
up to you on
very
when and where to place
weird
artifacts, as well as
concept.
How to advance the story.
But I think that's kind of cool, but very weird.
Join forces with characters, each on their own personal quests. Square off against fearsome monsters.
Does it have
Or take a
romance
break from
options?
adventure
It's
and rest up at home.
all RPGs are inherently flawed if they if they do not.
Arranged for this enhanced version, and you can alternate between the new arrangement and the original soundtrack. Other features have been
Alright,
added, including the ability to turn off enemy encounters, as well as the new minigame Ring Ring Land.
Huh.
Legend of Mana will launch on Nintendo Switch June 24th.
Interesting. What? Oh, is this... Wait. I was gonna say this looks like things should be hunted that are monstrous. Is that a giant fucking spider creature? That's awful. I hate that. My only experience with Monster Hunter to date is World, and I enjoyed it a lot. I only ever played so much of it, but I did really enjoy it. Other Dan, Discord Dan, adores fucking Monster Hunter. He pops off on that shit every 10.5 seconds. And I respect it. And I do really like the idea of the traversal options and stuff they have here. Well, you sound awful.
Elder, I have important news.
So it's finally beginning.
Go assemble the villagers. 50 years ago, Kamura village was attacked by the Rampage and Magnum Malo. And we
Sounds like a thing.
devastating casualties.
How can we fight against that?
Our hunter's about to face the biggest challenge yet. We can't lose this gate!
Well, that thing's kind of cute looking. I mean, probably still quite murderous, but... What's that?
You listen to me now.
Well, that's cool.
Here it comes! Watch out for the apex! Do not let it pass!
The rampage. How long do you think it's going to last?
I'm down. I dig it.
You know,
I'm all about it.
we should start preparations right away.
I wish...
Here to offer assistance.
that...
Stop the calamity.
Get 'em, girls. I wish it was also coming out on, like, Xbox and stuff, too. Because, well, I do love the Switch. I do use the Xbox probably more overall.
That was the
Except for
latest
Pokemon.
trailer
God, I
for
play
Monster
an
Hunter
ungodly
Rise
amount of
from
Pokemon.
Capcom.
It looks cool,
How will our
though.
heroes fare against these ferocious monsters?
I
Stay
suspect they will
tuned
hunt
for
them.
The latest installment in the
It would
Monster
be
Hunter
weird if they
series,
didn't.
launching March 26th.
I'd call it false advertising.
Next, please take a look at this.
What you got for me? This boy, he golf.
The fairway is open once again. Tee off in the latest installment of the Mario Golf series, coming to Nintendo Switch.
Neat.
Study the wind and terrain.
Hate golf with a fiery passion.
Time to think things through.
But I like Mario.
Then swing.
Mario's cool. That being said, there used to be
Enjoy golfing with familiar
one
Mushroom Kingdom characters.
random
On
golf
courses
game
filled
that was like on the
with lush,
original
natural
Xbox
scenery.
that me and my brother used to play
Use
all the
features
time.
on the greens,
I
like
couldn't
a
even
shot
tell you
gauge
what it
to see
was,
how your shot will curve due
but
to
we
slopes.
did, and it was a thing
And a
for some
stamp
reason.
that lets you examine a course's terrain.
Ah,
These
hacking the
features
Matrix.
can help
That's how you do it.
ace your shots.
Can't do that shit in real
In
life.
addition to button controls,
And if you're Shannon,
can
you
also
physically
use
cannot
motion
hit a ball.
controls by holding a Joy-Con controller like a golf club. Gently swing the controller to have your character swing in the game, letting you easily enjoy the sensation of golfing.
The utter
On top of all
sensation that is
there's
hitting a
several
ball,
modes of new elements
running to
trying
go
bring
get the
that
ball,
heat to Mario
and then
Golf.
hitting it again.
In this one, speed golf.
I am not a sports guy, if you couldn't
It's
tell.
always your turn. Everyone tees
But
off at the
golf
same
always
time,
seemed like an
and
extra
go
level
race
of,
to the course
like...
to reach your ball. Give it
Come
another
on.
whack to the hole, then keep going. Outpace your opponents.
Peach,
Come out
calm
on
down.
top.
It's not that
Your golfing
serious.
skills aren't the only things at play. Make use of dashes and special shots to beat
Weird.
the competition. Oh, did we mention
Yeah.
story mode? As a
Oh
Mii
my
character, you'll start
God.
out as a rookie and develop your golfing skills while interacting with various Mushroom
The
Kingdom
mighty
characters.
quest of ball
Level
hitting.
up with experience points earned during matches. Then, allocate points to different stats. allowing you to develop your character however you'd like. You can also use your Mii in versus play. Put your golfing
Mii is
skills
not
to
apparently
the
allowed
test
to run,
with
though. It's
Mario
allowed to
Golf
just stand
Super
there
Rush
while everyone else
swings on
sprints down the
Nintendo
road.
Switch,
You're
June
playing with a
25th.
handicap, but, you know,
Pre-orders begin on Nintendo
that's what we get
eShop
for
after
personalization.
this presentation.
Not really my thing,
The
but
latest game
it
in
looks
the Mario
fun.
Golf series adds new gameplay for multiplayer modes, as well as the familiar golf gameplay with easy-to-learn controls.
Almanac? What?
Please look forward to this game on Nintendo Switch. Let's move on to more Nintendo Switch headlines.
Lay it upon me, good sir.
Check out these games coming to
He did tell
Nintendo
him
Switch.
he was like, I give it.
Return to the unforgiving world of Pandora in Tales from the Borderlands.
Oh,
Play as
it's
the
like that. Yeah, that
Hyperion
looks
lackey Reese and the
like
quick-witted
that.
con artist Fiona
Like
as
some
you set out to recover a mountain of cash.
fucking
Set between Borderlands 2
Telltale
and 3,
fucking.
this game includes all 5 episodes, filled with classic Borderlands humor.
Cell shading.
Gangsters,
That,
bandit
you know what I'm
lords,
talking
and
about.
Vault hunters are just a handful of the obstacles you'll encounter in this choice-driven narrative adventure. Embark on a wild ride when Tales from the Borderlands launches
I
on
still have
Nintendo
never
Switch,
finished Borderlands
March
3. I
24.
should do that. I should really do that at some
32
point.
of Capcom's most beloved arcade classics.
I
are
remember
coming to
this.
Nintendo
This
Switch.
was a.
Rewind gameplay, adjust
This
game
was a
speed or
thing they
difficulty,
showed
and
off
select
a
from
while
variety of
back,
display
a
options
little
to
while back.
relive that sweet
One of the
arcade
last
goodness.
times.
Get 1943
Something
the
came
Battle
up.
of Midway for free. Then purchase game packs or the standalone Ghosts
Correct.
and Goblins add-on to build your collection.
E3.
Local co-op play is also available. Scratch that nostalgic
No.
itch when Capcom
What fucking
Arcade
time?
Stadium
What
launches
world do we
with
live in
Legend
anymore?
of Zelda.
2020 broke my.
As a
No
zombie,
shit.
You just can't get enough of it. In this action game from Aspire, you'll build your zombie horde and take revenge on the city by
This is a
turning
blast
humans
from the
into your
past
undead
shit.
allies. Replenish your bodily arsenal of sputum head, gut grenades, and more during your
Rid-
grisly mission.
fucking ridiculous
The city ain't
game.
No match for a dead man. Stubbs the zombie in Rebel Without a Pulse eats its way onto Nintendo Switch March 16th. Pre-orders begin today on Nintendo eShop.
Has one of the best goddamn like
It's Travis Touchdown versus Assassins.
just like
Wait, aliens?
pop culture
Aliens have invaded Earth.
soundtracks out
Hold
there. It's
up,
fucking
is this even the right
glorious.
Anyway, after annihilating an entire city, the aliens have taken over and now host an intergalactic superhero ranking tournament to decide Earth's fate. Here we go. As the crass beam katana wielding
Have a
assassin
goddamn
Travis Touchdown, you'll need to
Joy-Con
fight your
on
way
his
to the top to
hands?
save
What?
the world. Hey, not so fast. To enter each boss fight, you'll have to do some odd jobs around town and earn enough to pay off the entry fee. You'll then face off against a slew of unusual opponents. Most of them aliens with some crazy tricks up their sleeves. Study their tactics carefully to gain the upper hand in combat. With a new and
Looks
improved death
absolutely
glove, you'll have access
ridiculous.
to a variety of deadly skills that can be customized and upgraded before each match.
But
The fate of the
interesting.
world is at stake. So get ready to kick some, whatever aliens have that you can kick. Anyway, it'll all make sense.
Did
when
you
No More
just
Heroes 3
assume that
lands on Earth.
aliens don't have
Or,
asses?
you know, Nintendo Switch.
That's offensive.
August 27th.
Assuming things makes an ass out of you and aliens.
Exterminate demons in heaven.
As above, so below.
So below. Nailed it.
Why do they need assassins?
I'm a
again?
writer. Also, I just have.
To do
What?
someone's dirty work.
Don't do that. No, come on now. We established that this wasn't going to happen, and then you've decided to make it happen. You're terrible. You should be ashamed of yourself. Okay, do that. Maybe that'll help. Let's go ahead and jump up. I don't know if this one's really for me.
God's judgment.
I think it looks better when it's down there in the corner. It's more clear. It's when it's on full screen like this, it doesn't show up very well. Hopefully, it doesn't buffer anymore. I'm sorry, guys.
Uncover Heaven's mysteries in neon white, coming to Nintendo Switch winter 2021.
Again, looks interesting. I don't know if it's my thing.
The DC
Probably a lot of
superhero
that.
girls are here to save the day.
Hi everyone, my
Well,
name's
hooray.
Barbara Gordon,
I was gonna say, is it Barb?
aka Batgirl. I'm always inventing new gadgets to fight crime, like my batarangs and backup. This is Supergirl. She's super strong and has heat vision, plus super breath. And let's not forget Wonder Woman, an Amazonian warrior who wields the lasso of truth. Along with our friends Green Lantern, Bumblebee, and Zatanna, we fight evil supervillains to keep our city safe. But we're not just about the super life. We also have our school lives, and trust me, there's never a dull moment at Metropolis High School.
Well, this sounds like a thing.
Class and do some shopping downtown with my
Is
besties.
motherfucking Persona
Photos to share on Super
overly
While we're at it.
cutesy DC comic? It's teenage girl shit. Again, not necessarily for me, but I'm sure there's definitely some people who will enjoy it.
You can count on us to answer no matter what. We've just got to make sure no one figures out our secret identities.
DC Superhero Girls Teen Power heroically soars onto Nintendo Switch June 4th.
It radiates big 90s energy, honestly.
Ready the juice cannons and prepare for battle.
And I don't know how I feel about that. What's happening now? Ah, I see. I have nothing inherently against these games, though I really do wish we had old Plants vs. Zombies, too. Just because it's just a classic. It's such a fun one. I'm sad they just moved past it for this. Again, I don't have a problem with this existing. I just wish it didn't replace the other one, you know what I'm saying? I'm very curious to see how the whole... This is my first time doing a full direct like this. I guess we'll have to see how it goes with the music and shit. If I have to lose a thing or two here, that's fine. If I have to lose this, that's gonna be fine. Sorry. I'd be more upset if it was, again, regular. What is this? What's this? Shenanigans. Me shenanigans.
Miitopia is coming to Nintendo Switch.
Did you just
Cast
say
Mii
bruh?
characters in
What?
various roles across the kingdom. Turn your favorite people into your allies, or even make someone the nefarious Dark Lord. Makeup has been added as a new feature in this game. Glam up your Miis and get them ready for adventure. There's also a new wig feature, letting you go wild with your Mii creations and make them even more fabulous. In the world of Miitopia, relationships are key. So consider spending some quality time with allies to strengthen bonds. This can give you an advantage during
Relationships. Like I said, that's what gets me.
Relationships sour, though, things might take a turn for the worse.
And then they all died.
Whoa!
Because then the dragon ate them while they were fighting.
That sounds pretty darn good. Care for
I
it,
feel very
and it'll lend a
uncomfortable by
hand,
that very
or
specific shot.
in battle. Venture with friends and familiar faces in the lighthearted romp Miitopia, coming to Nintendo Switch May 21st.
That sounds like fun.
Pre-orders begin today on Nintendo eShop.
It sounds like an older thing that's been around for a while that probably was on like the Wii U or something that I just didn't notice.
Themed items are coming to your island.
Ooh! I haven't played Animal Crossing in way too long.
Super Mario Brothers
They're gonna be so upset with me when I roll up in there and Aurora's like, "Where the fuck have you been?" Baby.
Familiar items like the Super Mushroom.
Choose to believe Aurora is Eric.
can be ordered in-game as furniture items.
She's so little.
Place them however and wherever you'd like.
Huh. I dig it. You could do some really
also place
cute
2
stuff
warp
with that, I
pipes.
think.
Then use them to travel between locations on your island.
I mean, that's kind of
Why not try
wild.
recreating the Mushroom Kingdom? A free update for the game launches February 25th. After downloading it, Super Mario Bros. Items will be available via Nook Shopping starting March 1st. Keep an eye on
You
the
give me a
official
bunch
Animal
of
Crossing
Pokemon
Twitter
shit
account for
now.
the latest information.
I'll be lost. I'll be taken away to a far off land, never to be seen again.
We hope you continue enjoying life on your island.
I need to go back there. I do. Such a
How
fun
was
game.
that?
Such a just
These
wholesome
collaboration items
game.
will be released as part of the Super Mario Bros. 35th anniversary events. Please wait a bit longer
Right.
for their release. Speaking of which, last week we had the global launch for the Super Mario 3D World plus Bowser's
Alright, I haven't
Fury
gotten to
game.
see much about that, but
We hope you
I heard
enjoyed
people
that Mario adventure
liked it.
as well.
So much of it. I heard people like that.
Next, we have
I'm too
another
poor to
game
know,
show.
really, for sure, but I'm gonna take everyone's word for it. What is this? To each their own convictions. Those who value virtuous morality. Those who respect the liberty of all. Is this, is that art style giving me an impression? Is that what I think it is?
He leaves us no recourse. Sword!
Is this
S-Frost will
isn't
answer
Bravely
for his
Default,
crime
is it?
today.
Or no?
Are these the wages of loyalty?
Is that what I'm thinking of?
Raised earth and burnt
No.
corpses.
That's wait. I'm thinking of the.
No other
What is the other one?
decide how we proceed.
No. I know what Bravely Default is. I play very well. What is? What am I thinking of? It's gonna make me so upset because the title's gonna show up, and I'm gonna hate myself that I didn't guess it here.
I promise to do all
Is it
in my
Octopath
power to
Traveler? Is
see
that
us
what I was
through
trying to
this
say?
safely. Every last one of them.
Again, one I haven't played, but I really do want to. I really want to. That
Far, far away lies the continent of
I
New
don't know if
Zealand,
that told me what I was leaning.
comprised of 3
Fine.
nations and limited deposits of salt and iron. The constant feuds among the nations over these
Things you
precious
need in this world.
resources eventually
Things to
ignited
flavor your
into a
steak,
great
and the thing
conflict
to pick up your
known as the
steak.
Salt-Iron War. Though the hostilities ceased with an uneasy truce, decades
Probably
later,
wrong
the
about that, but
flames
that's
of
what it
war
looks
threatened
like to me.
engulf the realm once again.
But I don't know if I'm just mistaken.
Caught in a tangled,
I don't know this.
fiery web of
We'll
plots
find
and
out, damn it.
conspiracies, a brave group from Glenbrook fights to save their
It looks
kingdom
cool,
from
though.
powers that would orchestrate
It
their
looks like something I could be
downfall.
into.
Our benefit, you say?
Oh my goodness. Someone's in a bad way.
Tactical RPG. Battles take
I
place
do
on
love a
terrain
tactical
with
RPG.
different elevations. A character's attack range is determined by their location and their equipped weapon.
My horse
The
just
range
jumped
can
its
be
whole ass
extended
way
by
up there.
attacking from higher ground with long
Horse got
range
legs.
weapons, such as bows and arrows. Thus, your forces can use the terrain and other elements to gain the upper hand. An enemy
So it's
outflanked
cool.
is susceptible not only to your initial attack, but also a powerful blow from the ally positioned behind the enemy.
Right. I can always respect that sort of shit.
Charge into an enemy to send them flying into position for a follow-up attack. We win. Link
That's one of
attacks
those
together
things
by
I would
first
always be
casting
too
ice
stupid to
magic on the
never
floor
actually know
create
how to do.
water terrain. Then electrify the area with lightning magic. It is of the utmost importance to survey the battlefield before taking action.
Looks cool.
Throughout the story, you will be faced with making important decisions in a variety of situations. Utility, morality, liberty. Collectively, your decisions will establish your conviction, affecting how the story unfolds and who will join your cause.
Once more, I would ask you plainly. Do we or don't we relinquish Prince Roland to Esfrost?
Critical decisions that may determine the fates of nations are settled by vote on the scales of conviction. Use information you've gathered to sway allies toward your favored cause. The story will significantly change based on how the votes are cast.
So they refused to relinquish him to us.
Lies! His hand was forced.
As more and more critical decisions are made, your journey may take you down paths divergent from those of other players.
I don't know. Whatever this is, I'm legitimately kind of into it, and I would like to try it out.
Project Triangle
Strategy.
A brand new tactical RPG from Square Enix, will launch in 2022. Please be on the lookout for more information.
You might want to work on that title a little bit more for sure. But
a demo version of this game will be available to download on
I'm gonna have to try that.
eShop. And in the
I do that.
We'll conduct a survey to gather player feedback.
I'm gonna do that.
We look forward to hearing your responses.
I don't know if I'd record it. I won't be able to record it today, either way.
Please look forward to future updates on this brand new tactical RPG.
It sounds
from
cool.
Square Enix.
That sounds cool. Sounds neat. Sounds interesting. I'm here for it.
Calling all hunters.
One of the more especially interesting things for me, I think, to come out of this. Huh. Well, okay. Yes.
Star Wars
it told
Hunters
me
is a
everything.
competitive, free-to-play online game set between episodes 6 and 7. Clash in this third-person shooter coming to Nintendo Switch in 2021.
It was like, all I got from that was Star Wars.
Do I look at you or the camera?
Knockout City interviews, take 1.
We all play for different reasons.
Gorgon loved battle. Gorgon used many weapons. Triple-bladed war axe, spear of misery, Hades sword.
Gorgon, have you ever tried just sitting there and talking to people? Just be like, hey,
My line of work,
bro,
bullets are constantly whizzing past you.
my name's Gorgon.
Sword, blade of doom.
Just once, I'd like to catch one of them bullets. You know, with my hands.
With this crown, I'm gonna
Well, that's a choice on your part, sir.
and kick some serious ass.
Look, it's simple.
This small sassy child is really popping off.
Master. I can catch bullets. Come get some.
This is one of those things that, again, is super duper not for me.
Let's find out what sound your face makes.
But hey, for those who it is for, I sincerely hope you enjoy it. I'm not a big, like, competitive multiplayer guy. Like, Pokemon is, like, legitimately the only real thing ever. I did like to play Halo a lot back in the day. Like, that's borderline it, really.
Bunch of dairy farmers. Okay, team. They may have
Yeah.
won the battle, but not the war.
Hey, can we redesign our characters?
You're not a team if you're not wearing a uniform.
Max, this is a war zone, not a bloody fashion show.
Pass to me.
What? Interview's over? Oh, come on, man, one more game.
All right.
The fight for survival starts now.
What's this? I like the art style, whatever it is.
Cause you're all going to play a little game of fate for me.
From the creators of the Danganronpa and
I'm sure
Zero
she
game
sounds
series
fun.
comes a fight for your life, literally. Disoriented and trapped in an underwater theme.
Danganronpa is one of those things that
known as the Go-Getters.
people really want me to check out, but I don't know if it's the kind of game for me. I prefer if no one has to die. Let's not die, guys.
The game is suddenly called off. You escape the theme park and get a glimpse.
Yeah, I
of
like the
Japan,
art style, though.
but
It's cute.
everyone's vanished. Set off on a captivating journey across the country that blends side-scrolling action with suspenseful narrative.
The one
Hmm.
behind the whole game of fate.
As you make your way back home to Tokyo, you'll alternate between working solo and teaming up with the group to overcome challenges and monsters that stand in your way. What awaits you all at the end of your journey? The battle for survival begins in World's End Club, venturing onto Nintendo Switch, May 28th.
Looks interesting.
Wield the powers of Olympus with the physical release of Hades.
one of those games.
The critically
Absolutely
acclaimed
have not
dungeon crawler
played.
and recipient
Should
of
really do
multiple
that
Game
at
of
some
the Year
point.
awards, is getting a physical release on Nintendo Switch. This version comes with a couple of extras to assist you on your journey out of the underworld. The first is a PC download code for the Hades original soundtrack. It's packed with 2.5 hours of blood-pumping music composed by Darren Korb.
Oh, sweet
known
medley
for his work on previous
jams.
Supergiant titles like Transistor and Bastion. The second is a 32-page full-color character compendium featuring portraits of the game's
That's
vibrant
cool.
cast of gods,
That's
ghosts,
cool.
and monsters, all by Supergiant's art director, Gen
So it's
Z.
cool for collectors and
And
shit.
let's not forget the game itself,
Love a good
offering
book.
dozens of hours of exhilarating action paired with a compelling story. Escape the underworld again, or for the first time, with the physical version
Right
of
on.
Hades on March 19th.
I can dig it. Again, I need to do that at some
3
point. I need to
deadly
check that
action
out.
games, one masterful collection.
Is that what I think it is?
Ninja Gaiden Sigma.
Right? I was gonna say that looks like Ninja
Ninja
Gaiden.
Gaiden Sigma 2 and Ninja
Well, that
Gaiden
looked like a
3
fun
Razor's
thing,
Edge
whatever that was.
are coming to Nintendo Switch as the action-packed Ninja Gaiden Master Collection. You are the legendary ninja Ryu Hayabusa, fighting
I think
against
we
the
had
great
one
evil
of
with battle
these
skills that are second to none.
that I played
Wield an
once when
arsenal
I
of
was
killer
younger,
weapons,
and that was like
each
it.
offering a playstyle with different set of lethal skills, along with ruthless ninjutsu to swiftly take down enemies. Quickly gauge your opponent's movements while unleashing fast and frenzied combos. And team up with other super ninjas in your quest to fulfill your
Always
destiny.
did like her design.
All previous downloadable content, including
This is the
costumes
one thing I
and
do
game
know.
modes, are included.
These are the things I take note of. The important things. Cute ladies, that's where it's at.
Ninja Gaiden in one dynamic collection. Ninja Gaiden Master Collection slices its way onto Nintendo Switch.
I know definitely a lot of people will definitely be down for that. I can respect it.
More battles are coming to Hyrule Warriors,
Ooh.
Age of Calamity.
I haven't even gotten to the first ones yet, but I want to so bad. I've come so close to grabbing it, and I keep not doing it. It's coming. Gonna happen. And I kind of want to play it on the channel. I definitely, without question, am playing Breath of the Wild 2 on the channel. This one I'm still not 100% sure yet. Either way, I am playing it. Because... dope. I need to proclaim my love and admiration for fucking Mythra and goddamn Zelda. Both pretty great too. Rivali can eat a dick. I'm so what?
There's even more coming to Nintendo Switch.
I don't believe you. There will be no
Bravely
more.
Default 2
Bravely
is
Default 2.
almost
See,
here.
that was Bravely
Warrior
Default's a
of
completely
Light
different fucking
soon
thing.
embark on a journey
Another game I haven't finished, but I've played a decent amount of the original, and it's a very, very enjoyable game.
Master the brave and
I really
default
like those
commands to emerge
characters.
victorious in turn-based
If my
battles.
fucking 3DS wasn't broken to shit,
Veterans
I
and
would
newcomers to the series can enjoy
definitely
this
go back
brand
and
new
play it.
story on February 26th. A new trailer for Bravely Default 2 will be revealed following this presentation.
Cassandra's in that.
The game can be pre-ordered on Nintendo
Magical.
eShop. An updated demo is also available.
Alright,
The latest installment in the legendary Ghosts and Goblins series comes to life. As the
spooky.
brave knight Arthur, you'll unleash weapons, spells, and skills to battle monsters across challenging stages within the demon realm. Local co-op play is also available for the first time.
It is quite
to help
brave.
Arthur and his quest
I'm not
with
brave
one of
enough to
3
run around
supporting
with no goddamn
characters.
pants on, I'll
Barry
tell you
for
that much.
defense, Carry for transportation, or Archie for bridges. Ghosts and Goblins Resurrection launches February 25th. Pre-orders are available now on Nintendo eShop. 8 protagonists, 8 captivating journeys. Saga Frontier has been remastered for Nintendo Switch.
I have
Travel through a
no idea what
stunning
this is.
Sci-fi world with any of the protagonists.
I
each
don't
with
believe
their own
I've ever
stories.
heard of this
The
before.
addition of the playable protagonist Fuse, new gameplay features, exhilarating battles, and a new scenario for the protagonist Acellus. Saga Frontier Remastered is an adventure not to be missed. The game launches April 15th.
Right on.
Apex Legends is storming onto the
Can't
Nintendo
say-
Switch system.
Again,
This
I'm not a
free-to-play
competitive
battle royale
multiplayer guy.
features a growing roster of powerful contenders
And
named
it's
Legends,
about right. Yeah,
strategic
I
combat,
internet can't do
cross-platform
that.
play, and more. All players on Nintendo Switch
Have you
get an
watched the
all-new
quality of this
legendary
video?
Hellfire skin, and 33 levels for the Season 8 Mayhem Battle Pass. Plus, for the first 2 weeks after launch, earn double XP when you
I
play
will
on
just
Nintendo
casually
Switch.
from a distance
Fight
be
for
like,
fortune,
hey,
fame, and
yeah,
glory
as
Apex Legends
Matsuri
enters the
fucking
fray.
plays it and enjoys it and shit. Like, that's enough for me. As long as they're having a good time, I'm with it. It's
There's
alright, my
still
man.
a little bit more to
There's
show
only a
you
little
in
bit that's
today's
really
Nintendo
particularly
Direct,
interesting
so
to
we
me,
hope you'll stick with us.
but
Next,
what
please
is
take a
there
look
is
at
cool
this.
enough, and I respect it for other people even if it's not for me.
Hello there.
Hi.
I'm Eiji Aonuma, producer of the Legend of Zelda
Ooh.
series.
What's
I'm
up,
sure a lot
Eiji?
of you saw me and thought there might be news about the sequel to the Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild game. Unfortunately,
Impossible.
we don't have anything to share right now.
Damn.
We apologize.
This is making me sad. I would like to see
Development
more
is
stuff on
proceeding
that.
smoothly, and we should be able to bring you some new information this year.
Take your
For
fucking
now,
time,
we'll
sir.
have to ask
Take
you
your
to wait
time.
just a bit longer.
I waited way longer after
While
that
you're
first
all
game
waiting,
came out
however,
to
this
get to
Legend
it.
of Zelda game will be coming to Nintendo Switch.
So,
Please take a look.
what you bringing? Is this Skyward Sword, I think, right? Am I crazy? Never played it. I think I've caught little tiny bits and pieces of like Game Grumps with it, but that's all I've gotten. And again, I gotta say, it's like just the Legend of Zelda games in general have never piqued my interest until Breath of the Wild. It just, they don't look like games I'm particularly interested in. Maybe I'm wrong. Possibly I'm wrong. But, yeah. Okay, you weird bitch. Yeah, Skyward Sword. Right on.
What you've just seen is The Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword HD. This game originally released in 2011 on the Wii console, and now it's coming to Nintendo Switch. The Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword featured a control scheme in which players would use the Wii Remote Plus controller as a sword and the Nunchuck controller as a shield. With the
That
increased
sounds about right.
processing
I think
power
it
of the
was that way
Nintendo
with
Switch system,
Twilight
the
Princess
controls
too,
are
right? I'm
smoother
pretty
and
sure.
even more
I
intuitive.
remember that being the case.
And we've recreated the controls for the sword and the shield here by having the player hold two Joy-Con controllers.
I was gonna say, you got the
The
options there.
Joy-Con controller in your right hand is the sword. Swing it to have Link swing his sword in the game. The Joy-Con controller in your left hand is the shield. By lifting the controller, you can raise the shield to block enemy attacks. You can perform
Just seems
other
tiring,
actions like
though.
using
I just
both
like
controllers
regular
to wield a
controller.
bow and arrow. These physical movements add a sense of urgency and tension to combat. But we've also made it possible to play the game with button controls to ensure it can be played in handheld mode or on the Nintendo
Nice.
Switch Lite system. After
Nice.
mulling over how to assign different gameplay elements to different buttons, we decided to apply the sword motions to tilting the right control stick.
I don't know. Like Dead Island had
Tilt
that
the stick
option
down
as
when you
well, where
want
you
to
could
swing
do
the
like
sword
the
downward.
fucking that sort of thing.
To swing
I
to
just
the
thought it was
right,
really interesting. It's kind of annoying,
left,
but kind of
or
interesting too.
diagonally, just tilt the stick in the respective direction.
I can dig it.
Here's
There's
something
other
else
games
we've
that
been
have had
working
that as well.
Specially
Some
designed
things
Joy-Con
else.
controllers. The right Joy-Con controller is themed after the Master Sword, while the left features a Hylian shield motif. The Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword, as the game depicting the earliest story in the Legend of Zelda timeline, details the events around the creation of the Master
Is that
Sword
true?
itself.
I don't fucking know shit about Zelda. I've literally watched entire breakdowns on the Zelda timeline. I
And
still
those
have
playing
no
it for the
goddamn
first
idea
time
what it
will
is.
enjoy discovering the origins of the Legend of Zelda.
Brian David Gilbert, you only brought me so far.
The Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword HD launches July 16th. Following this Nintendo Direct, you'll be able to pre-order the game on Nintendo eShop. And the specially designed Joy-Con controllers will launch on the game's release date at your local retailers. Many of you may already know this, but The Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword was the last original console game prior to The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild game, and it was still following the established conventions of The Legend of Zelda. However, it gave a glimpse into many features and innovations that would eventually be adopted in The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. Using the sailcloth to descend in midair, a stamina gauge that depleted as you scaled walls with vines or ran, even the concept of collecting items to upgrade gear. I hope those of you who've played The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild will
I
give
don't like
this
the way
game a
this man
try
is
as well.
staring into my soul over here. You know, I'm not inherently against it, but I don't know if it's... I just don't know.
Please look forward
Do
to
like
The
that
Legend of
music, though.
Zelda Skyward Sword HD.
Hopefully it tides people over a bit until the big one comes.
What did you think? The Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword has been optimized for Nintendo Switch. It includes intuitive motion controls and button controls by tilting the right control stick. Okay, the next game will be
Again, I
our last
respect it.
announcement for today. Please
Just
take a look
one.
at this.
One more. What you got for me? Is it for me? Or is it just another one of those ones? Is that? I was gonna say, look like an inkling, right? It's the Inkpocalypse. The ink of the world. It's an RPG where you go out on a mighty quest. I love this little freak. Oh my god, it's great. Are you gonna give me a reason to want to play a Splatoon game? Because that would be interesting. Oh, that's what that is. It took me a second. This little thing is horrendous and amazing at the same time, and I don't know how to feel about it, other than I want it, but I know that I shouldn't. Is it like legitimately like a Splatoon RPG? Is that what it is? Because if so, I'm legitimately kind of interested in. Because I like some of the ideas behind Splatoon. I just don't care for the idea of just competitive multiplayer. Like, again, it's not my thing. Probably not. But that would be cool, is what I'm saying. I do like that music though, it's cool. We're right on. Again, looks like very much just like same as the other ones, so it's not really gonna be for me, but I dig it.
What you've just seen is the latest installment in the Splatoon series, Splatoon 3.
It looks like
This
it.
game is scheduled to launch in 2022, so it'll be a while. We hope you'll stay tuned
just
for
a
more
wee bit.
information at a later time. Today, we showed you a sampling of games coming to Nintendo Switch. A variety of games are in development. And we look forward to sharing more news with you in the future. That's all for today's Nintendo Direct. Thank you for
Sounds
watching.
alright. Again, it's one of those things where, like, there wasn't a ton for me. Again, I'm one of those people who's super on board with, like, hey, if other people are happy, then I am happy. That's the big thing. But there was definitely a couple things that stood out. Like, again, I'm not a huge Smash fan by any means, but I dig Pyra, Mythra, Pyra and Mythra in the game. They look fun. I'd be wanting to check them out a little bit. I still don't have Sephiroth yet. I haven't scooped him out, but I would like to, just because I honestly just want to pick him and then stand in the middle of a group of people as they beat the shit out of him, because fuck this dude. This one-winged schmuck. Anyway, God, I need fucking remake part 2. Give it to me, please. need to know more. I need to see more. It's good. Anyway, yeah, so I'm gonna actually go ahead and close because I think we should be done with that for right now. But yeah, no, so I think that's pretty cool. I think some of the other kind of bigger ones are. I think probably the next biggest one for me is the tactical RPG one, that has the wonky ass title that they're working on still. It sounds like a mathematician wrote it. I don't know. I think it sounds cool. It looks like it's kind of my Fire Emblem kind of enjoying alley, stuff like that. So I would definitely be down for that. And there was a couple. There was like the one like Murder Mystery VN thing, which kind of looked kind of cool. There was I don't really love side scrollers a ton. But the world and who's a more the kind of art style I kept talking about that I kind of liked. I thought that was kind of cool. Again, I would have liked to see Breath of the Wild 2 stuff, but again, obviously, I take your fucking time, guys. Number one, take your time normally, just because gaming, just make a game that's good. Like, don't rush if you don't have to. You shouldn't have to, but you know, audiences and people who run things suck, so sometimes you have to. But yeah, so I am glad they're taking their time with it, but I am definitely excited to see more of that. It's cool that there's more Hyrule Warriors stuff coming. I still haven't gotten that game, though I desperately want to grab it. Again, I would kind of like to do it on the channel as well. Again, Breath of the Wild 2, absolutely without question. I don't know about Hyrule Warriors. I would like to, though. I just don't know if it necessarily lends itself to my style of gaming. I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. Yeah, there's that. Do I have anything else in particular that I thought was of note? I mean, not really for me. And I think that's okay. Again, I definitely wasn't expecting anything Pokemon related. Very specifically because Pokemon Week is next week, and they have flat out said that they were going to do cool stuff for Pokemon. They were going to like announce stuff for Pokemon Week. So I'm waiting for there. Whether we get more expansion stuff for Sword and Shield, or we get Gen 4 shit, or we get spin-off stuff, whatever the hell we get, I'm going to be down for it. I love Pokemon. Again, it's my damn fave. And we will just have to see what ends up happening with that. But for now, I think that is going to be it for us. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Again, I am sorry about the quality. Hopefully it wasn't insanely noticeable because it was already small as it is. But yeah, my internet is garbage. You can see why competitive multiplayer doesn't really work for a guy like me. Thank you, Montana and poor. You know how it is. But yeah, so I think for what it is, though, I'm with it. I'm down. I'm glad I did sit down with it, and I hope you guys enjoyed it. Tell me what you guys are most looking forward to. Is there anything that showed up there that, like, especially if it's a game that was out before and then they're re-releasing or something like that? Let me know if it's something that's really worth checking out. Like, you know, you dude, you would totally be fucking into this. What are you talking about? You crazy? I like to know what you guys are thinking. Again, to anyone who happens to be new, thank you for dropping in. And anyone who happens to be an old bitch, well, thank you for being you. Anyway, yeah, I think I'm going to go ahead and end it there. Thank you for joining me. I will definitely be trying to do more of this sort of thing, especially, again, next week, because we should have some Pokemon stuff. Hopefully I can get to it without being spoiled on whatever does end up happening. But yeah, we'll have to wait and see what ends up going down. But yeah, for now anyway, I think that is going to be it. Thank you everyone for watching. If you guys enjoyed, give it a little bit of love. Share it, I guess. Yeah, share it. I mean, it's helpful for the channel growth. But I should be careful who I tell to share. The first main time I had confirmation that anyone was sharing my stuff, people said mean things about my face and my brain. So thanks to those guys. It was really helpful really early on in my YouTube time. Anyway, yeah, I'm going to go ahead and end it here. I will catch you guys all next time in whatever that happens to be. To everyone else on the channel, video-wise, I'm sorry that I wasn't... Fuck you. I wasn't able to actually get Steins Gate recorded like I really want to do. That was the next big thing I really want to sit down and record more of. But I just didn't have the chance to do. I'm actually going to be sitting down really quickly before I'm done recording anything today to give the results of the poll for what we're going to watch next, reaction-wise on the channel. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. But yeah, so anyway, I love you all dearly. Take care, stay safe, wonderful, so beautiful. I will see you all next time. Toodles, doodles, and lemons, everyone. Love me, Taru. Not very relevant to a Nintendo thing, but Chris is on the Switch. It counts.